Hello everybody. I hope everybody's doing well today. Hope you had a restful night, got some sleep. I got up at 3 o'clock. I don't know what in the world's wrong with me. I just can't sleep. And then I get up and I'm up for a little while. And then I get so tired I think I'm going to pass out. And I try to go back to sleep. And sometimes I can. But I have a doctor appointment on Thursday. So I'll talk to her about it and see what she has to say. I don't want to take medications for it though. If I can't get to sleep some natural way, then I'm just going to have to suffer through, because I am not going to take sleeping pills. Nope, no way. I know that that storm, Laura, I believe its name, is on its way up to the coast. Going to make landfall and hit Texas and come on up to my part of Texas. They keep changing the route of it, or how far it's going to go and what it's going to impact. So, goodness, we don't know what to do from one minute to the next. And I know it's difficult for them to predict exactly where it goes. So, I don't have any preparations I can do. I mean, I can't put plywood on my windows or any of that stuff. But I don't think it's going to be that bad here. I think we may have some really heavy rains maybe, and maybe some winds. But I know this is going to be a pretty big hurricane when it finally hits. So for all of y'all who are in the path of that Hurricane Laura, you're in my prayers, and I hope you have prepared best you can. You know, when people live alone and it's just them, especially elderly like me, there's not a whole lot we can do. And you know, I remember when Katrina came through. Now, we had some impact from Katrina. Oh, I would sit there in the living room and look outside, and I would see those trees just bending. They were just arcing. The winds were so strong, but I lived upon a hill anyway. So even on normal days, you know, spring, summer, fall, we're going to have wind up on this hill. But during the storm, it's way, way worse. I know that we have lost picnic tables before and umbrellas, and we've had roof damage and things like that. So, but like I said, when you're elderly and when you live alone, there's not a whole lot you can do about that. It's not like you can call somebody to come out here and do something for you. I mean, you just take your chances and do the best you can. So I remember during Katrina and all the people that were trapped on roofs in New Orleans and other cities down there, and they had signs up saying help, and they were trapped in attics, and they were having to send out rescue boats. And I remember seeing on Facebook people saying, well, why don't they get out of there? Why don't they evacuate? Think of that mindset that somebody has that has to say that. That person obviously has no clue about the finances or the lifestyles of other people. Most of those people down there that were trapped because they had no choice. Some of them didn't have any cars. If they did have a car, maybe they didn't have the money to put gas in the car. And then maybe they didn't have money to go so many miles away. How are they going to get back? They can't put gas in the car even to get back. What are they going to do about lodging? They don't have money for a motel somewhere else. What are they going to do about food? They don't have the money for food. This person's sitting there in judgment of these poor people who don't have any choice but to stay put and ride out this storm the best they can and hope for the best. And they're sitting there thinking, well, they've been warned. Try to get out of your high society mind thought and get into the thoughts of people who don't have what you have. You know, that's a problem with this. A lot of people in the world today, they think just because they think something, everybody else ought to think it. Because they say something, everybody else ought to agree with and do it. And that's just not the way it is. I reserve the right at age 72 to think for myself. And I'm going to, and nobody is going to tell me that I should not do this or I should not do that. That's my business. It's my life. It's how I have to live. I know a lot of people that wouldn't want to live the way I live. I don't blame them. I'm not crazy about it myself, but it's the only choice I've got. And I'm trying to do the best of it, do the best I can. I live each day just trying to get along. For me and my little dogs and Miss Grumpy Cat. And it's just the best we can do, and that's the way it is with every situation that we come across. We just have to think for ourselves. We have to do the best we can, and that's all we can do. I'm having to go to a funeral tomorrow for a friend that I had for over 50 years. He was a dear, dear friend. He was the best man in my wedding. Many, many years ago when my daughter was born, he came to the hospital and held her in his arms, and I have a picture of that. I just cherish that. But he passed away on Sunday, and I found out about it, and I was absolutely heartbroken for him and his family and his sons and his wife. He was a good Christian man. He was retired from being a Texas State Trooper, and he was just a good, wonderful man, and that's going to be a very sad thing for me. It's the way it is when we get my age, y'all. And I know it, and I hate to say goodbye to my old friends. I sure do. Anyway, well, I don't know what else I'm going to do for the day. I certainly have a lot to do, but I can't do any preparations for any storm because it is what it is, you know. So I just do the best I can. And if y'all are in the path of this storm, I pray for you. I hope for your safety. I hope for no property destruction. Hope for no loss of life, human or animal or otherwise. So I hope y'all all have a great day. It was great talking to you today. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.